70 లింక్ పెట్టండి.
ओके आप ऑन करो।
कर दिया मैंने, कनेक्ट हो गया।
बहुत जस्ट वन मिनट।
ओके सर।
Or English?
Telugu.
Telugu I am not very comfortable with.
English is better.
English is better? Okay. Okay, fine. So, fine. So it's a really pleasure that you are here, and so we are here to present before you the Telangana survey results. That this survey we did recently in last 1.5 months. So just before we start, Kunal would like you to introduce. I'll share about our team. I am Bhaskar Singh, founder of Janata political research and
got a real issue. Data on ground that normally doesn't reach or get captured through different surveys or different conventional ways. So we started this organization in 2014, around 2014, and we have done multiple surveys with our accuracy rate.
yeah. So okay, not an issue. So we started our journey with daily elections. We have conducted multiple survey and our accuracy rate has almost been around 80% to 90%, like the clip that we have created for ourselves, the KPI, and we have conducted different. So yeah, so this was the method that now Bhaskar will present you the results of the survey.
Yeah, so
Just to add on to what from that important, we did face-to-face interviews, okay, which is roughly you can say 1,000 to 1,100 per assembly. Now, when we talk to the sample, so it's very important that you know, as you, so then real results don't come out. If we are like a very neutral to them in our questions, like suppose I asked somebody that who is your favorite leader, and he said, let's say I am right now not talking about the contemporary era because you will pick this up as important and critical piece in any survey. That is number one. Number two, again, as far as choosing of the sample, let's say this 1,000 samples that we choose, it has to be represented. Composition is there. Our survey should also, the respondents should also be in the same proportion. So the different parameters that we included in this was the age group, like 18 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50, 51 to 60. So all this, you know, age bracket is there in the same proportion in which it is in the voting population of Telangana. Then second, in terms of women representation also, our sample should be real representative of the women population versus male population of Telangana. Then if the methodology has not been properly adopted, then the results are online samples versus offline samples, interviews versus CAR-T interviews. At the same time, a lot of other things are also in terms of the different campaign methodologies, the errors that are done in the campaign. So all of this are part of this. Whenever you have time, at times we are bound in that trap of judgment paralysis, where we just take it on numbers, but actually there is much more behind that. level. Next slide. Next slide. In profiling and all public perception we have covered. Okay. Next. Okay. So now I think let's come to this our most awaited Telangana survey results, for which all of us are here. Yeah. There is audio voice recording of the samples that we did. Then post survey we also did callbacks to the respondents in order to see if they were actually surveyed or not. These were the qualifying parameters for us to ensure that the survey results are, whatever we are collecting are actually, that BRS had 66 seats, now it's 88 in 2018. Now just move forward. Why Telangana? So as we know that right now there is a majorly in Telangana the fight is between BRS, Congress. Major fight is between these two parties. BJP is there but not a lot. Same is with AIMIM. They have a presence in one specific area. The margin of error is 3% in our results and the confidence level is 95%. The survey period is from 1st of September till 20th of September. 20th of October. Almost 1.5 months long survey it was. In terms of the methodology, we used multi-stage stratified random representative sampling. We used voter list for picking up our samples and then moving on and doing the interviews with them. Wherever the samples were not found, there we used a proxy for that sample. Now next, as far as data accuracy and reliability is concerned, about key political actors and voting patterns, chance to precisely and effectively connect with constituents. What all broad heads were our part of the questionnaire? We asked about the opinion of the current government, what people felt, what our respondents felt about the current government. Also, voting trends by demographics, like in terms of which demography is voting for, what are the trends with each demography, whom are they favoring in terms of age group, in terms of gender, in terms of the caste composition. Historical analysis we also took into account, and what is most likely which party is going to win. Let's percent vote share. In terms of number of seats, BRS is getting 72 to 75 seats. Congress is getting 31 to 36 seats.
Repeat again.
Congress is, first let me complete and then others 8%. In terms of seat share, BRS 72 to 75 seats, Congress 31 to 36 seats, AIMIM 6 to 7 seats, BJP 4 to 6 seats. Now coming to data insights about the different demographics and recipe for success. So like these are the various demographic compositions which are part of our survey. It's age wise, the sample is the sampling is such a big face-to-face interview of 1,20,000 respondents in Telangana. Again, we also had questions about economic status, we took into account rural urban settings of the population. Then whether are they settlers or like it's just a second, I think, is it properly visible to you? Around 40% population is between 18 to 30. Same between 31 to 40, also around 40% population is there. Then you can see that the different indicators, the red, the dark red is BRS, the light pink is.
As we go on the older demographic like 50 plus population, so there is huge popularity of BRS. Similarly, if we see on the economic status side, so BRS is overall popular among all the economic strata, but there are certain the less privileged communities or less privileged part of the population, BRS is much more popular than Congress comparatively. Similarly, in the rural and urban demographic, popularity of BRS is much higher in the rural population.
Just complete this then. Just to add on to you, in the never in any election single-handedly they have got, you know, a vote share of around 34% and a seat share of somewhere around 31 to 36. At the same time, unlocking the Telangana potential, as candidates are not announced yet. As I told you that our surveys when we were doing it, it was only BRS which has announced its candidates, majority of the candidates. For BJP and Congress, it was not announced that time. Between September 1st to October 20th, majority of the candidates of BRS only were announced. In our survey, the closely contested seats would be 18, where rural is where Congress is doing well. Between 18 to 25 in rural area, Congress is doing well. Amongst Muslims, BRS has an edge. All the anti-incumbency and negative talk and perception for Congress is coming from students and unemployed youth. Business people also want BRS to come back. Now, in this survey, trends show there is triangular fight. BJP gains in Adilabad Parliament segment. In Nizamabad, BRS has an edge. KCR is contesting from Kamareddy, as you all know, right? In Medak, BRS has an edge. Congress is faring well in few constituencies. In Medak, in Karimnagar, BRS has an edge. BJP MPs are contesting from here, from Karimnagar, here in the MLA seats. BJP is making their MPs contest in most of the states, as you all know, like in almost in every state, the BJP MPs, they are this time contesting the MLA elections. Same is happening in Telangana also. In Warangal, BRS has an edge. Congress has got right candidates, but here, mind you, edge in this Nalgonda, but candidates are not announced in the constituencies where BRS candidates are facing anti-incumbency. In Khammam, Congress has an edge. Cross voting is possible depending on seat share with CPI and CPM. BRS, it's testing time for them to bring new leaders into the party. Otherwise, stronger candidates from other parties would create problem for MIA. In Secunderabad, BRS is leading. Urban seats, BRS has strong hold across the state. In Mehboob-Nagar, there is a tough fight. So, more or less, like these are the findings of our survey. We'll also be sharing with you the press release for your consumption, and our fellow journalists who were supposed to be here but they couldn't make it, and they are somewhere stuck or what. So we'll also be sharing with you the same as part of our press release. So that's all from our side right now that we had to present.
Sure.
No, not into the race because they have not announced their CM candidates yet. And even in terms of party leadership for BJP, there is a, like recently G. Kishan Reddy ji became the state president. Before him Bandi Sanjay was there. So there is no inconsistency that is coming out in BJP voters. Similarly with Congress voters also, there is no strong face, no CM face particularly, whereas with BRS, they have really very strong advantage because KCR is a strong CM candidate and a CM face in Telangana.
The ratio male and female, you survey, it is the same?
Same in terms of the demography, yes.
Same.
Yes.
Both male and female.
Yes. So that's what like I told you now that we 25 in rural areas, Congress is doing well. So that's what.
Sir, in Telangana, the new parties are जो small parties हैं, इसका change कर सकते हैं voting का?
Can you give an example?
BSP party.
See, they will, as I told you, the others vote percent is 8.
So is there any impact on the Congress BRS?
So BJP going with Jan Sena.
The alliance, yes.
Yeah. So see, that was not announced by the time we completed our. We did the survey in Telangana.
Okay. So group survey or individual?
It's individual, face to face.
Rural area, rural conception.
Questions, and we did see difference of opinion between the same age groups in rural. I don't know. Actually, we will share it in these specifics.
Who favored, men or women favored to the ruling party?
The vote share that we told you, but that advantage is not to the extent that we can clearly say as to this will go this side or that side. 4 seats Congress has an advantage and 4 seats BJP has an advantage. You know, there are some gaps in their overall approach which do stand very good 1st of September to 20th of October. So again, I mean very specific. After that, you know, we cannot. It will be more like an opinion, which right now we don't want to give any opinion. We want to share with you the 24 hours power is also one very prominent scheme that is there. Right to Bima. So these are some of the. There are other, like altogether there are 13 schemes around which we ask questions. You know, this is another that they had announced but they are not delivering. So these are the strong points for the opponents. And then 1 lakh under BC Bandhu scheme, that's not also fully fulfilled. So we do see there is a strong, you know, from the backlashes from the respondents around. Yes, absolutely. So Karnataka elections has you know, added on to Congress performance in Telangana. It has given a boost to Congress performance in Telangana.
When BJP has a no CM face, what does it mean? I mean, BJP is running like a fool, or it is they are, I mean, working something good?
See, as far as party internal and also working in the process of working with some of the candidates in Telangana. So actually in terms of the organizational structure of the party, you know, the face of the party, that's not very.
So I'm just agreeing with the point that I made, that removal and the internal rivalry has obviously impacted such a point in the report.
Number any liquor case, Delhi liquor case impacted in Telangana election.
It's not something that we looked at.
You didn't ask that question.
No, we haven't. I don't think it's
Congress is 31 to 36 in terms of seat share.
Okay. BJP.
And Congress neck to neck.
Yes, I mean, given the time you like in Khammam, Congress has an edge. In Nalgonda, Congress has an edge. But in those
వాటి వార్తలు వాస్తవాల్లో మనతో ఉన్నారు బీఆర్ఎస్ పార్టీ ముఖ్య నాయకుడు తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర ఫిల్మ్ డెవలప్మెంట్ కార్పొరేషన్ చైర్మన్ అనిల్ కుర్మాచలం గారు అండ్ రాజకీయ విశ్లేషకులు మామిడి నారాయణ గారు. గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ అండి, వెల్కమ్ టు వార్తలు వాస్తవాలు. ఇక బీఆర్ఎస్ అధినేత సీఎం కేసీఆర్ గారి ప్రజా ఆశీర్వాద సభలు విజయవంతంగా కొనసాగుతున్నాయి. నిన్న కూడా బహిరంగ సభల్లో జనాన్ని ఉద్దేశించి సీఎం ప్రసంగించారు. తెలంగాణ రైతులు మొనగాళ్ళు, కేసీఆర్ కలను నిజం చేసినటువంటి రైతుల్ని అభినందిస్తున్నా అంటూ సగర్వంగా ఆయన ప్రకటించారు. సో రైతు బంధు దుబారా అని, వ్యవసాయానికి 3 గంటల కరెంటు చాలు అని, ధరని తీసేస్తామని చెబుతున్న ప్రతిపక్షాలకు బుద్ధెచ్చే